Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and for another YouTube video. So today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing a handbag that is very close to my heart. It is a bag that I had spent a lot of time reviewing, looking at all of the pictures on Instagram, really taking in all of the details and thinking to myself, how and when would I use the bag and is it really worth the investment? So today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the pouch from Bottega Veneta. So it's quite a mouthful, that, isn't it? To be honest, it's one of my most favorite brands at the moment. I'm really getting into their handbags, their shoes, their accessories. I just think they are really on point with a lot of their designs, their styles, their colors. It to me feels like a brand that I can really get behind. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Louis Vuitton fan. Most of my handbags are Louis Vuitton. I absolutely adore Louis, but Bottega Veneta seem to be kind of coming into their own at the moment, and they're really catching my eye with a lot of the products that they're putting out on the market. And I find that the quality, the colors, just the style, everything, it just reflects what I love. And I feel that I should be investing in when I'm purchasing anything that's going into my handbag, my purse, my shoe collection. It really just feels like it's one of those brands that complete the collection that I've got. So the bag that I've purchased, as I said before, is the pouch. It is a very, I would say it's a controversial piece. Again, it's a bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. Some people really like it. Some people really hate it. I, for one, absolutely adore this handbag. The style of it, the color, I will go through the color selection process that I went through, in particular with the one that I ended up purchasing. But just to give you a view as to what color schemes they have, things to think about when you are purchasing a handbag, particularly this style of handbag, how much use you're going to get out of it. Color selection, I think, is very critical. But to me, the color that I've got, it complements so many of my outfits. The coloring is just beautiful. The leather is just, it's like butter. It's just one of those handbags I had to have. Anyway, so we're gonna get on with the unboxing. I'm gonna show you, I actually ordered the handbag online. I do have a sales assistant who helps me a lot in Marina Bay Sands here in Singapore. She was the one that I contacted, told her what color I was looking for. She recommended a newer season color for me to take a look at. And I had to have a real serious think about the colors that I wanted to incorporate into my wardrobe and things that I didn't have already in different handbags. So I'll talk you through the process of how that worked. But yeah, it's just, I'm so pleased with the purchase. I'm definitely glad that I did it. It's just, yeah, you'll see it. You'll know it when you see it, how much I love this bag. Anyway, let's get started. I'm just gonna have a little sip of my wine, and then we'll get cracking with the unboxing and the review of the handbag, okay? See you in a minute. Okay, so just to start off with, I purchased this bag during the circuit breaker here in Singapore. Must have been, I would say probably mid-June. If I'm kind of thinking, you know, timeline wise, that's probably about the time I got it. Wanted this bag for so long, decided to bite the bullet and do it. So with Marina Bay Sands during the circuit breaker period, they actually had a concierge service. So you could order your item online, and then they would put you in contact with the relevant store. A sales assistant would get in contact with you then to obviously discuss what you were wanting to purchase. Obviously, sales assistants are there to make a sale, but the girls that I dealt with in particular were very, very good. I do think that they were interested in making sure that you made the right choice, particularly with the amount of money that you're spending. The service was just impeccable. So had the conversation with the sales assistant. She was very forthcoming about the colors. I had actually picked the nude color to start off with, which had a very, very slight pink undertone. But when the sales assistant contacted me, she did let me know that that particular color was from a previous season and that there was a new color available, very similar, but it had a bit more of a yellow undertone to it. and the almond that I actually ended up with, the color I actually ended up with was almond. So make sure that you're looking, when you go onto the website, sometimes they don't have the most up-to-date colors on there. I have checked the website recently and the almond color is now available. However, at the time I was trying to make the purchase, that color wasn't on the website. It was a different color altogether. So just be very careful when and if you are making purchases online. Do your research, make sure that you are looking at the most up-to-date season and the colors and the styles to make sure you're getting the one that you want, particularly with the money you're spending. So my handbag actually got delivered to the door. Again, concierge service all the way through. Everything was handled so smoothly. When I made the payment, it took them about 3 or 4 days to actually get the handbag to me. It was delivered through secure, I think it was DHL if I'm not mistaken. It was all secure. I had to sign for the package and obviously it was tracked from the, I'm assuming they have like a warehouse or something over here where they store all the items, or the store, I don't know. But yeah, basically from A to B, it was tracked all the way through. So the box I got is actually, it's massive. It's a seriously heavy box, but it came in a massive box, which to be honest, the handbag is probably about half the size of this, but love the box. I just think it's just so classic. It's so BV, and the colors, it's just so rich looking. I love boxes like this where you can actually put them on show in your house if you've got the room and the space to do it. These type of boxes are just ones that they are fantastic to have on your shelves. But yeah, I mean that's how I haven't done that. I actually kept the handbag in the box, but I love the box. I even love the box. So this is what it comes in when you, I mean, even if you get it direct from the store, if you go down to Marina Bay, I'm sure they'll put the handbag or the item that you're purchasing in, you know, some decent packaging. I would expect to have a handbag and a pair of shoes in a box, but this is how my handbag arrived. So when you open up the box, obviously it comes with all the usual sort of trappings and tissue paper and all that sort of thing, and then you get the handbag in the dust bag with B&V on it as well. So the packaging, I mean, there's nothing much special in here. It's just what you would expect from, you know, purchasing a high-end handbag from a luxury store. But yeah, I just think the box is just gorgeous. So the handbag itself comes in a little drawstring dust bag, which is just the usual protocol for purchasing handbags. At least all of mine have always come in a dust bag, and I do keep them in the dust bag as well, particularly with the lighter color handbags, just to make sure that you don't get any color transfers or markings or anything like that on the bag. I like to keep them in pristine condition. So taking the handbag out of the dust bag, oh, it's so beautiful. This is the pouch. This is it. So again, the color that I went with was the almond coloring. As you can see, it's got a bit more of a yellowy, I would say a yellowy undertone. Like I said, the one that I originally went for was a bit more pink, but this one's definitely got a little bit more yellow in it. Oh, just it's 100% calf skin. So obviously the leather is like butter. It's so soft. It's so durable. I wouldn't say it's durable. That's probably the wrong word. I would say that it's soft and it's malleable. It's really, really malleable. It will just take any shape depending on what you've got inside. And it's just got such a nice kind of feel to it when you're holding the bag itself. So when you open up the bag, there's no straps or anything on this. This is purely just a clutch bag. So if you're looking for something with straps, this is definitely a no-go. They do, however, do a smaller size in the pouch that does have a strap on it. So if you are really keen on the style, but want to go a little bit smaller, a little bit more everyday, they do have alternatives to this bag with the handle, the straps, and all the rest of the stuff. But for me, I wanted something that was more, wow, she's got that bag, than something to use every day. This to me is more of a going out casual, somewhere special type of bag. It's not one that I would use every day, and I didn't want it to be. So that's the color and that's the style of the bag. And when you open up the bag, it's actually got kind of like a clasp action on it. So as you can see, both sides have got the hinges. Okay, so all it does is it open and closes like a clamshell. Okay, so when you take out all of the packaging, and this is again why I was really happy with the way that B&V had packaged the bag for me, everything was stuffed, everything was as I would expect to purchase it in the store. So when you take all of the stuffing out, the bag itself is actually really big inside. So I've been very I've managed to get my purse, I've managed to get my phone, lipsticks. There's nothing I haven't been able to put in here that I would normally take on a night out with me. I love the fact that the bag is actually bigger than it looks. It's just such a deep handbag, and again, when you close it, again, if you had items in here, it would probably kind of go a bit smaller, a bit more, again, malleable. You can kind of make it your own. And what I really like about it as well is when you've got it under your arm, it kind of creates that lovely fold of leather in your hands. Beautiful, absolutely in love with it. What I would say is, because I purchased this online and I am actually very fussy with my handbags, it will take the sales assistant 2 or 3 handbags to show me before I make my mind up which one I want. I always find faults with them. Either the coloring's not quite what I was looking for, there could be a mark on it, it could, you know, have a slight, you know, with the print of the labels. If it's not quite perfect for me, then I send it back and tell them I want another one. If you are ordering online, that is something that you have to be very conscious of, is that you are going to struggle to do that. Luckily, when I purchased this bag, there was nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I love it. I'm best thing I have ever purchased. I love it. I just think that in a handbag collection, to have something that is a completely different style than any other handbag that I've got, this was absolutely perfect for me. I have used it a few times. I have actually bought a BV purse as well, which is more of a stone wash color. But it's got that beautiful kind of woven look to it. And again, it's just something that I think goes with everything that I tend to wear, kind of neutral, natural tones. And again, that's why I went for the almond color. There are a lot of other colors available. And again, depending on the season, the colors do change. They do them in the natural colors, such as the almond. They do them in black, they do them in maroon, burgundy, all that kind of thing. It really depends on what your color scheme is for your wardrobe, what you're planning to use it for. It's a personal choice, but to me, I just thought this was going to go with everything. I've got blacks, I've got pinks, I've got burgundies, I've got blues, I've got a lot. I wanted something that was completely different. But yeah, I'm absolutely in love with it. I just think it's such a pretty handbag. It's so different. It's a unique style. Like I say, you either love it or you hate it. But for me, I fell in love with it. Love at first sight. So I'm going to post a picture up just after the video to show you. I did take this out with me a couple of weekends ago. I took this out. So I'll show you what it looks like with one of my outfits. I just paired it with a floral long sleeve dress and a pair of YSL tributes in a nude color. And again, because of the colors that this handbag is in, it goes with a lot of other colors. You can kind of put it together with grays, browns. You could put it with pinks. I've put it with floral. It's just such an easy color to wear. But yeah, absolutely thrilled with it. So if you're looking for a handbag that is maybe different to what you've already got, if you've got the top holds and you've got the slings and you've got all the other types of handbags that everybody else has got, go for something different. Go for something that you may not necessarily already have, that is slightly understated but still has the wow factor. Yeah, I'm going out on Saturday night again this week, and I'm hoping that I can take this baby out with me again. Just absolutely in love with it. Okay, so that's it for today. Just a quick one to show you one of my true loves. But yeah, I mean, if you want to see anything else that I have in my handbag, I might actually do a handbag collection video. I do have a lot of handbags and want to give people, you know, a review of handbags that have worked for me, handbags that haven't, some that have been, you know, the best purchase, and some that maybe weren't so great and haven't really been used as much as I was hoping. I do have a lot of vintage handbags, so they have stopped producing them. I have a number of those. I have a lot of limited edition ones as well. For some reason, I get drawn to limited edition. But yeah, I'll take a look and see if that's something that we can do. But yeah, thank you very much for joining. If you are having a glass of wine with me today, Cheers, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you, everybody. See you later. Bye. Bye bye.